Good evening and welcome back to Astro Colony, where I'm a little bit late with this episode. I apologise to start with if I sound a little meh. In the last 2 days I've slept about 30 hours, so you'd think I'd be awake and full of energy. I'm not, so yeah. But what were we doing? We're doing colonists, coming to do with colonists, so hopefully we'll be okay. So this is going to be a little bit of low energy, I'm afraid. Yes, colonists. Our colonists are ready. We're ready to get colonists. So I think we will, and we're not ready for the science thing yet, but I want to bring the colonists over anyway so they can just chill out and do things and stuff. There were comments on the last episode. I think it was Draven, I've not got it open, mentioned about that we don't need to automate the laboratory. We could just manually put the stuff in there, just produce the things and manually put the stuff in there. Which is true, we could do. But if I built all this, I might as well do it. Which then means I might as well do the large, these things as well, which means we need glass, which means I need dirt, and dirt's awkward because I don't have a bus line for dirt, although we technically do have space here for another couple, so I could do that. We're going to have docks down the back here, and the stuff's all going to come down and be filtered into here. These are the storage here, so we could put another storage here on the end, which will be for dirt. So that's always a possibility we could do. Yeah, and then the stuff's going to come out the back. It's going to go down, I think, or maybe up. Or maybe we'll bring it up and over the top of this, and it will come along and then come down into these guys. It'll come in and it'll come down and plug in the back of these guys. I like that. I like that. Also, something else dawned on me as well. I don't need these storages because we could use these. We could use the conveyor joints. So if I did this and swap this around, this has storage inside it. So we could say, hey, we just read this conveyor joint instead of the storages and just put them in the place, and then they can split out individually, and we just have a conveyor joint for each and every item. We just come here and we go, if it's got, we'll have to figure out how many it gets in it. So we'll initially set it to be 1. So as soon as it gets 1, it shuts down. And then we'll find out how much it gets in it from 1, and then we can go, okay, so if you go below that number, we need to send some more because we're using more than that, which means we're probably going to be running all the time. We also need to cut off the outputs. No, we don't, because we don't need to store any extra things here. I probably want to have it so that it won't output unless these are full of more than a certain amount. So it has to be like, we've at least got like 500 stored. Before you can output, and then have a second blocker, so we'll have 2 blockers on them. So one would be to just turn this off if it's less than 500, it can't output, and the next one is if this doesn't have anything in it. I think that's the way I'm going to go with this. It's going to make sense. The biggest problem I have with this, however, is let me. 475 glass, and we're going to need more than that. We're going to need more than that for our things, because I want to use the chute. I'm not too fussed about the fast ones, although we could use the fast ones. It should require a bit of carbon fiber, which is not difficult to make, but just to give a kind of indication, let's go up here. Up here, let's let me just go up to here. Okay, so here to there is 60. So some of these are going to require 150 tubes, and that's each one. So that's going to be like 2 of them's 300 already. So yeah, it's however, we could also just use 1 tube. We could do that. We could just use 1 tube and then filter it at the end. The tube come down, go along a line, and just output into things, and then they all just read. That would work. We could do a single tube running along the back of these. Just everything outputs into a single tube. It would be a bit slow at some places. It would back up and slow down and things, but Then if we could use the Mark II tubes, that would work. I think I like that idea. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Let's do that. So, right. Stop. Cancel that. No, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Shoot, be on. Copy that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. No, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay. Right. And then this one is going to be dirt. Is that right? No, we're going to go here. We're not doing the first 2, although I could now do the first 2. Because we're going to share them all, aren't we? So yeah, so not that we need the iron anymore. I don't need that much research. I really don't need that much research. So we've got 6,000 there. We've got 16,000. That's 24,000. We need more than we have then. So yeah, no, we need to do that. So right. So let me take a very quick screenshot of that and load it up on my second window just so I can see what we're doing, which would be a miracle if I could ever see what I was doing or know what I was doing. That would be amazing. So I probably need more than 10. So we have that's not iron. No, I'm sorry. This is going to be lots of mistakes in this episode. I can see it coming. So iron, copper, iron rods, dirt, which isn't on our system yet. Carbon, oxygen, which isn't on our system either, but oxygen can come from here. We can put it on the end of that. We can do oxygen because that comes directly from there, makes oxygen. So motherboards, gears, polymer, and stone, which is also not on our system, but we haven't got around to doing those yet. So yeah, so that's the way the system's going to work. Okay. All the buttons being pushed wrong. And then we that. Okay. And I could have now ironically done this side of the line, but that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to raise this line up. So let's do away with that. Let's raise this one up because it's just going to be easier. Run them all underneath. And we probably want to move it up as well because we've got the table there, so this is not going to be in the good place. We need to move it up as well, which is kind of awkward. Well, you know what, if we're going to move it, let's just move it. Let's use the box tool thing and go this. Select, no, don't select floor, wall, or diagonal. So select, add. Yep, I do. That sounds good. Move it forward. I do. Boom. Okay. Select, delete. Let's put this back down the floor. We can put it over here. I'm in here. So I want to do more farms and things this way. So that's kind of why I was avoiding doing it over there. But I don't know how many crops there are. How many other crops we got here? So we've got trees. How many trees? Oh god, yeah. We've got one more crop. So we've got 2 there. So we need trees, we need that. So that's going to be crops there. So maybe we will put the science down here. The end. Yeah, we're going to need more crops and trees and things. I don't know if they can walk over conveyor belts. I don't know. I hadn't thought of that, but it's fine. We can move this and then we can have it come out and do its thing absolutely fine. So we let's put it back in again. Blueprints here. Take that around. Put it in like that. Okay, and then we just do this. So we go one on each of those, and then out one on each of those. Then this one can come along like this, and this one can come along like this. So you will get, so iron goes into one, iron goes that. So this top one goes into one lab, and the other one goes into another lab. So if I take the labs and I put them here, I do not know whether scientists can go. I don't know if the scientists can walk through. We don't need to walk through, so we'll do it like this. Do it like this. So we'll do. Let's put one there. Actually, no, we have to put it in the end. So let's put one there and one there, like that. Okay. You will rotate to go that way. You will come along, go down, go in there, and that'll do it. That'll do it. There you go. And we'll just read the first one for all the logic, and we'll just turn them on and off as we need to. So I need 10, so that means I'm going to need 2 logic readers, I think. Need to move you over. Yeah. Not quite. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oop. So I can't walk over this. We'll figure out a way to get up there. Or we'll just raise it up. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So and we want to put in readers here. But I think you can only have 5 items, is it? Or is it 6 items stored? So let's do start at the end. Start at the end. Let's do this one is going to read concrete, polymer, gears, motherboards, and oxygen. I don't think we can put any more in there. No. Okay. So this one is going to read carbon, dirt, iron rods, copper, and steel. Okay. And then we go here and realize I should have put that one. No, we'll do this. I can connect the 2 together. That's the thing. I connect 2 together because they can both read. We can just do this. Oh. And you're gonna. Can I copy this and paste it? Will it paste the? Okay. And rods. Dirt. Carbon. Oxygen. Motherboard, gears, polymer, and there, and then we grab this and we just merge those 2 together and run the wires down here, and that'll be fine because that'll all connect to each other. And then you will connect to that blocker, and I have no idea what to set you to. You connect to that one, you connect to that one. So you have turned it off because it's Yeah, so if you then get anything in you, you will turn that one off. I think that'd be okay. I think we can do that because it will split both ways and it will do it there. And yeah, so I think just even on one should be enough because of the distance we're traveling. Maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? We'll have to probably tweak it later. That. 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 That one. And that one. I don't think you can turn off. You can. I don't know what happens when you turn those on and off. I don't know if they don't output anymore or they're a storage, so they should probably just still output normally. So that should work if we just output normally directly. So yeah, that should work. That should work. I don't see why that shouldn't work. All right, yeah. And we just have the inputs down there, and we just need to read all of these guys for logic for these ones here. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of cable running underneath there, and I don't have that much cable to put down. We've got 1,000 cable. That should be okay. I could run like one cable reading each and every one of these, so it wouldn't be too terrible. Alternatively, I could just rely on these guys here and say, hey, if you've got because that would output so much into this, so we don't want to do that. We have to have logic connecting all of these together. Okay, no, we're doing it. I've got 247 of that stuff there. I kind of want to use this. So what if we did this? I'm going to build a loop for it. Now, there's no way for me to force this to go down, is there? There's no way for me to force this to go down because there's no way I can set a pusher up and have it push down. So the loop shouldn't matter. We shouldn't need we shouldn't need a loop. So so we want to have a pusher. There is no sorter, there's only a pusher. Okay, so we want to have a pusher here. I want to build a loop because I want to build a failsafe into it in case something goes wrong. I want the arms to come down, go along. They should get filtered out depending on what they are. So like I don't think I'll copy that and paste the properties, which is kind of annoying. You can't paste the properties because like, come on, it's the same thing. It's got a filter and it's got a, but no. Let's go through and do this again. So you are dirt, you are carbon, you are O2, you are motherboard, you are gears, you are polymer, you are stone plate. Okay, so that's that, and then nothing else should be in this loop, but if anything does end up in the loop, I want it to like, loop around. In fact, no, I don't want it to loop around. What I want it to do is I want it to go into a storage. That's what I want to do. I want to have a storage. I might build a big storage just so we can see if anything else has ended up in here by mistake. So let's do that. Okay, we'll do that. If anything comes down by mistake, it will end up in this storage, which has got like, basically infinite storage in it, so that's fine. And then we can look at it and be like, that's not right. How did that get on the system? A mistake has been made somewhere. Which I would be very surprised if this works without any mistakes. Hey ho, we will see. So we'll do that. Now, the connections for the planets on the back will be at the back here. We'll extend this out a bit because they're going to actually want to come down the end and plug into these. So it's going to be like this. It's going to be like these here. We're going to have some outputs come and they'll connect to these guys here. So that should be fine. Everything will loop around and be absolutely fine. We might rebuild this, but we'll not rebuild that. Copy that on this side, but I'm not sure yet. So that means you can come down here like this. And you can run along here like this. Whoa. Pushing the wrong button there. Oh, we can't reach it. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. And then we will have a... what are you guys? Like this, and I want to have a 2 gap between them. Oh no, hang on, wrong. We're going to have to go there. We don't need gold. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. I really wish it would tell me what's inside them. I think that's just... What's that? Oh, sneezes. Oh, no. Get off. Shoot. That is iron plates. We don't want iron plates. Don't need iron plates. Don't need that. Don't need copper plates. We need iron rods. You iron rods? You are iron rods, yep. We then need dirt, which I don't have, but dirt will... I think dirt's going to be with the miners, so we're going to have all the planets and the mines will come out, so the dirt will come back and join somewhere else, so we'll figure dirt out. We need carbon fibre, which we haven't done. I don't believe. Nope. So carbon fibre is another one that we need to add to the system. That'll be later. We need motherboards. We need gears, which are there. Gears, right? Nope. Yep. Gears, yep. And we need 2 more that we haven't done yet. So, okay. So we got almost all the things set up and ready to go. And then what we want to do is we want to have 2. Silly person. Then this should be filtered around that way. There we go. Do. It's fine. Should notice it wasn't connecting. Should notice. Didn't. It's fine. Right, there you go. Let's get more done. Right, okay. And then we want to have 2 filters. 2 blockers, sorry. What do that? I should be able to just say, hey, can we all resources? Yeah, so you block all resources. So that's fine. Yes, no, we want to have 2 blockers. And we want to have 2 belts that come out like that. We want to have a reader reading this and turns that one off if this has more than a certain amount of goods inside it. Okay, so we want to have a reader there. And then we want to have a reader there and kind of a reader there as well. This one is going to read that down there. So we'll have to have an underground cable come along and go and plug into these 4 here. Okay. So you are going to read this guy. Then you, I was trying to figure out a way I could do this and copy and paste it down there, but I don't see a way of doing it because I need the warehouse to be here, but I then need to copy it in the blueprints and not have the warehouse there so I can paste it down as we go, because otherwise it won't let me paste it. So I think we'll just build this manually. This would be the best way to do it. So and you are going to read that, and you are going to read that. And if we have more than, I don't know how many we want to store, 1,000 should be the first good one, I suppose. No, it'd be less than 1,000 because we're some of these ones up here should have less. Yeah, it's got 1,000, so it's going to have to be something like 999. So we turn on the machine if it's got more than that, which means it will output if it's got more than 999 items in it, which should be fine for something like this. So like we got 1,032, so it will drop down to 999 and then it will shut down, which got one less. That will start the machine running. You'll come along to here and then you'll output, and then you'll just keep, everything will keep running because it's one lower, unless it wants to block up here the next one, because obviously, yeah, we want to do that. So less than 900, if you got less than 999. Oh yeah, because we're inverting this, because yeah, that wants to be connected to that one there. Okay, and that turns it off, and that allows one output to go, and then this one is going to be read from this guy, which will receive a signal from a series of readers, which will be placed somewhere here in between these, and these will read each one of these guys along. This is ridiculously complicated and overkill, and absolutely not needed. I could very much just pick up manually stuff from there and place it in the warehouses, and that would not be a problem at all. We could do that, but I want to get everything automated. I want to get everything automated and running and not wasting resources. So yeah, so that's the reason I'm doing this, because why not do the big builds? Why not? Okay, why not? So you're going to connect to that guy. You have no signal, so you have no idea what you're going to read, so that's absolutely fine. And then I basically just want to copy paste this down all the way down there. So I will do that, and we'll come back next episode and we will continue from there. If you can see any faults in what I'm doing, other than it being over the top, do let me know. If you don't think this is going to work, if you've got something set backwards or somewhere, then yeah, let me know, and we'll take it from there, and then we will have to continue building stuff down there, and actually get some plants attacked, and actually get our colonists to come over and yeah. So, but anyway, we'll leave this one here. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I do hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.